Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Once again, I'm Ned from Nev's Tech Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. And today I want to talk about a truth, a reality that's actually real, a really, really, really real reality that involves women, feminism, all of us, the hillbillies, the hicks, the social justice warriors, all of us. Believe it or not, we share a country, which means that all of our resources and thought should be split equally. And though we have everyone fighting for equal rights, in the end of the day, we don't want equal rights. Everyone just wants more for themselves. And what's more, what's crazier than that, guys, legitimately, white women hate white culture, especially the educated white women. The women fighting to be number one hate white culture because they've been taught that colonialism, white men have all the power and they do all the things. I'm not saying that the patriarchy wasn't a thing. The patriarchy is definitely a thing. The patriarchy is absolutely a thing. But you see the thing when you get into the religion and belief systems is you get people that control things from the top because they want it all for themselves. We have different things here that we didn't have before. We have Black Lives Matter. We have radical feminists, fourth wave feminists. If you don't know the difference between a third wave and a fourth wave feminist, then I really hope you haven't been calling yourself a feminist. Third wave feminists believe that everyone's equal. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with fighting for that? Fourth wave feminists think that no, maybe women are a little more equal than others. Meanwhile, at the same time, I get bitched at by a lot of these feminists from the city who seem to hate all white people, who say that I'm guilty of being racist, even though it's just from gender and like I am automatically guilty of all of these things, and automatically my parents are Christian, and then they tell me these more things that they know about me. Guys, my parents aren't Christian. My parents aren't Christian. And when you start getting so, can you call that racist or classist or elitist or whatever? Here's what the white people have been taught, or the white women have been taught to tell everybody. There is an issue within the white race. The men have all the power. The women don't have any power. The women don't have any negotiation, anything. It's all the men. And this whole thing needs to be destroyed from the bottom up. And anyone that is there working with it or living in it is a bad person, even if they are trying to be progressive to begin with. Ladies, I've talked to you. I love you, ladies. And like, okay, so this is legitimately a shirt from one of you ladies. You left it behind here. I believe all this stuff, except for the ones that say that there are no illegal immigrants. Yeah, you are some there are illegal people, and if you come in undocumented, that is legally illegal. So like that's another situation. We have women that hate men so much for things past men have done, and they blame all men for it, legitimately. Um, um, a lot of them are, at the end of the day, they're just anarchists. They don't think borders are real. They don't think laws are real. Hey, there is no illegal until they become an abusive man, until they try to have a relationship with a woman and have an equal say in stuff. Because guys, wow. Okay, I'm not saying there hasn't been a patriarchy or anything. I've just been saying I was raised right to treat women right, and then my friends who were like, I'm a villager, right? Nobody wants to live in the village. The American religion says everything in the village is wrong. Everyone in the village is idiots. Everyone in the farm are idiots and should be disrespected. Should be disrespected. In all of our media, farmers are disrespected. It's always the white woman that's, oh, the powerful one, and oh, hey. But like, what I need to get here is that some of these white women have bad stories because they've made bad choices and had some bad luck. Some of them, some of them have made horrible choices and they're actually legitimately just horrible people, but we can't see that and we can't say that because only white man can be bad. This is an idea that has spread across the internet, and I've watched it for a long time. This is absolutely tech related. This is absolutely tech related. I get some people, some of my friends be like, is that really tech related? Yes. Okay. When Biden stepped down, he posted it on TikTok before he talked. to anyone. He posted it on TikTok before he talked to anyone. The people directly under him had to learn from TikTok. That's terrifying. That's terrifying with a capital T, because Elon Musk owns it, and you're all are so worried about Elon Musk. Who cares? There are so many other people you should be caring about. You're just looking at this guy because he's the noisy one. McKinley. Look up McKinley. It has a lot to do with the issues that we're having right now. A lot of those white men that you hate so much, that control everything, are actually in McKinley. They're part of the reason why Enron happened. They're part of the reason why the '08 crash happened. But you don't hear about this stuff, feminists, because you want to make babies with these guys. You want to get in relationships with these guys. You want to get under their roofs and have sexy time with them because they're powerful and they give you closer attention to money and drugs. Women, feminists. Tell me that money and drugs has never changed anyone ever. Tell me that money and drugs, for the love and for the following of money and drugs and sexy time with higher ranked people, if it changes you. Okay, if you don't think money and drugs will change you, so let's face it, sex, drugs, you can keep that out and be in business. Money. There is like 40% of people that money will absolutely change. But we're living in a time right now where a feminist will get on here and tell me, no, that never happens. All women are so good and all men are so bad. We legitimately have a discrimination going on from the people on the left towards everybody. Everybody. White males. Across the freaking board. White women don't like white men because of, I think it's like globalists. Now, a globalist is somebody. It took me a long time to figure out what the hell it was. There's different terms for it. I watched my computer guy become a globalist. After a flood took everything that he had, he no longer had anything around him, and he had a community of friends and supporters from all over the world. So he's thinking, why do I need to stay here? I'm going to think about those other guys. I'm going to think about them. We have so many globalists that have so much money and know so much more about other countries at the top because globalists only know people at the top. Do you think the lower class has the money to go and talk to the rest of the world? So the people at the top are globalists that talk to each other. Oh, things are you can get more money from labor in different countries. Let's bring that labor in from different countries. There can't be anything wrong, right? It's not like the labor class lives any different than us, but we don't even need to live with them because we're rich. We get to benefit from their labor. And the universe that these individuals who come in, who are poor, the universe that they bring in is not the universe that the people who are rich think they'll bring in. I'm not even allowed to say that. I am right now in the West. The people who run us hate the people in the country. Legitimately, guys, liberals, I'm talking to you now. Let's act like we're talking like you do, and you're all pumped up, and oh, I hate this guy, and I hate that guy, and that guy over there is good. And then 2 seconds later be like, but I live in a universe of love, and I love everything, and because I'm on the left, I love. And then be like, I hate anyone who doesn't like homosexuals. Guys, you're allowed to not like homosexuals. It is fine to not like homosexuals and keep your goddamn stupid ignorant mouth shut. Lefties, do you see what I did there? I gave them the right of thought and free choice. As long as they didn't hurt anybody. You're at the point where you think that you have the right to call all of this shit. To say what's right and wrong. You don't. Especially women. Okay, now here's something that we really got to get our hot women to understand. Reality exists independently of beautiful women. Definitely. Now, everyone has their own version of reality, right? If you have enough money, you are insulated from certain realities. If you live your life with a certain body type and going through life, cycling through partners, if they can help you or not, that's not the best. Maybe the life that you've lived as a female, maybe you've been censored from reality. Now, if I stay in this room and if I don't go anywhere, if I don't check the internet, I get insulated from reality. It happens. Women, you are insulated from reality. And we need to bring you back. Because society ain't doing so well anymore. You think it should be doing okay, but it's not. And the reason why this is on a tech channel is once you all got connected to the internet, on Twitter, on all of these female things, suddenly, dude, when I was using the internet, it wasn't to run the government. When men use the internet, it's not to run the government in people's heads. This is rough, guys. It's possible for women to be bad. It's possible for women to be wrong. It's possible for feminists to have bad ideas. And as soon as we realize that and come to the middle, we'll be able to have a better life. But we can't because we're too busy fighting right now. Life's interesting.